Annie Heilbrunn here at Chargers Park. We talk a lot about the guys here, the big guys like Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, Melvin Gordon. We don't talk as much about some of the bubble guys, but here's one with an interesting story. Nick Dzubnar, inside linebacker, came from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where he was the leading tackler for the last 3 seasons. He actually set school records in his final year, his senior season, 167 tackles, so the most tackles in a single season for Cal Poly. Now, he has an interesting story. He actually grew up playing ice hockey, and he said that one of the reasons he feels like he's so physical on the football field is because he loved ice hockey. He played it his whole life, all the way up till college, where he had to make the decision, do I go football or do I go ice hockey? And he said for various reasons, including his family, maybe wanting him to stay a little bit more local, he chose to go to Cal Poly. But it's a very interesting story because he says that's what made him relentless. He said the physicality on the ice, going after the puck, going after the guy, just really made him into this guy who flies around on the field and who knows that he's got to make it happen. He can't wait for someone to come to him. He's got to be the one delivering the hit. He talked about it today after practice.
Physicality was huge. I was always a really physical player. It's a physical sport, it's a physical game. Guys don't like to get hit. It's the same thing in football. If you bring the hit to them, you outwork them, you out-hustle them. A lot of guys, if you throw a puck into a corner, they're not going to want to get it if you have a guy that's going to work, his butt off to beat you inside that corner. It's full blow. You're throwing elbows, you're throwing shoulders, you're getting hit. You're fighting in the corner to get that puck. You're chasing guys down to get that puck. You got to protect your goalie. You got to protect your teammates. You got to set the tempo. So a lot of that stuff translated to football, at least work ethic wise, in my head wise, and stuff like that. So ice hockey, I think, definitely set the mentality that I have right now.
Dzubnar had a sack against Arizona. He's been working hard here in practice. Teammates have praised his work ethic, among other things, and so has Mike McCoy. So I know he's slid somewhat under the radar up to this point, but keep an eye on him going forward. He's definitely going to try and make a name for himself and take advantage of those opportunities. One other note, this was the last week that they'll have 2 practices in pads per week. From this point on, it's just 1 a week in pads. And today there was a lot of guys that worked extra after practice. The cornerbacks did laps. The wide receivers were running the hills. Inside linebackers, outside linebackers were staying around to work on technique drills. So lots of guys trying to get in extra work after practice. I'll have more for you guys tomorrow. From Mighty1090.com, I'm Annie Heilbrunn.